Setting your mesh. What is it and how to do it? I'll show you in this video. Check it out. The term mesh refers to the gear mesh, and that is the alignment and spacing between the smaller pinion gear and the larger spur gear. The pinion gear is the one that comes off of the motor, whereas the spur gear is the larger one that's in the center diff and powers the rest of the truck. This is a crucial thing to be able to set right in your RC car. If it's too tight, you can grind or bind up the gears and it will sound awful. If it's too loose, it's going to risk stripping one of the gears because there's not enough tension and traction between the two. This is how the car moves essentially. These two gears are crucial in driving the truck. So you want to know how to set it right, and today I'll show you that. Now there are several ways to do this, including using a piece of paper to set it right, but I'm going to show you a hack that makes it super easy and really doesn't mess with much. Alright, so here we have the Arrma Typhon, which I'm going to use as an example because it has a nice open space here for me to be able to see in. And you can see here it's got the pinion here. The smaller one is the pinion and the larger one is the spur gear. So right now I have it so loose that they're not touching at all, and that is not what you want, but this is just to demonstrate that the spur gear is spinning freely and isn't touching anything on the pinion. So you would first just simply slide this in until they touch and get it as tight as you can at first. By the way, you want to set this right before you tighten these down. Don't get these down tight before you get this all set, and you want to ease it in. All right, so got this super tight. Now I just want to ever so slightly back it out with your hands, and you use your finger on the spur gear, the larger one, to wiggle it back and forth. Now there's ever so slightly a little bit of play there. You want just a little bit more play. So I'm going to back it out more, getting a little bit more play until there's a little jiggle. There we go. So right now we've got a good mesh setting where, actually I can go just a little bit more. Okay, so now I've got it set, I think, just right where, see how that spur gear has a little bit of play before it moves the pinion. This is to the preference of the user. You might go a little tighter. There, right there is perfect. A little bit of play. If I push hard enough, it will actually spin the pinion, but there should be some play there. That's what you want. You don't want to put your hand on the pinion gear to try to get that play. You only want to do it on the spur gear. And if you can get it, then you've got it. So now the little bit tricky part is to keep that exactly as it is while you tighten these two screws. So you might have to keep your hands steady on the motor mount, sliding motor mount, and be sure that nothing moves. I usually tighten it halfway or a little bit more than halfway until things are starting to get secured, and check that it hasn't moved. It actually feels like it did move a little bit farther away, so it's still got a little bit more play, so I can push it back in before I tighten it. There we go. A lot of times when you start to tighten it, it does move. So here we go. Still looking good. Now, if I was really doing this, I would be putting Loctite on these motor mount bolts as well. So don't forget that. But for this purpose, I'm just kind of showing you here. Good. So it stayed. And there we have it. A little bit of play. And sounds just like that. Not too loud. And it's not slipping. So that's the sound you want. And that shows that you've got a good mesh. You can try it out with your battery too, and if you notice that it's just really loud, it sounds like it's grinding a lot, or worse, you notice that it sounds like it's slipping, where you're punching the throttle and it's not jolting forward, but you're hearing the sound as if it should be. That's a bad sign. That means you've got it too loose and you're going to strip out that pinion gear. So this should hopefully help some people. I hope it did. So try it out for yourself. Let me know what you think in the comments. Hope you liked the video. Go ahead and like and subscribe if you did, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks.